Hello and welcome to the making of the Literary Lair. So I did a couple of polls a while back, and apparently this is something that people want to see. I don't know why, but I want to make it. I've wanted to do this for a while. So, I want to show you guys what goes into making an episode of the Literary Lair, because I know it doesn't look like I work hard on it, but I do, I assure you that. I work really hard. Okay, so, obviously the first thing we do for an episode is pick the book. So for picking the book, that comes down to a lot of factors, and I can show you a demonstration of me picking a book right now. Eeny, meeny, miny, this one. Okay, so it's not that simple. I pick books based on, do I want to review it? Do I like the book? Is it a bad book? Because bad books are kind of more fun, because I get to yell, and I don't get to yell when I do books I like. And it'd be like, I like this book a lot. It's like, this book sucks. It's more fun when you get to say that, and I've gone into this before. It's a lot of factors, confusing, So, the next factor that goes into picking a book besides is it good, is it bad, it's do people want to see me review it? And of course to do that I go over viewing figures like, do they want another Star Trek book? The last one didn't get that many views, maybe I'll hold off on that for a while. And as you saw me pick out, the book I'll be doing is Masco's Domain. The first MASH book review got a lot of views, and I'm happy it got a lot of views, so I'll be doing it again. Okay, so as you notice, the angle changed, and so we're looking at Masco's Domain. Now, I've read this book before. Now, a lot of books, it'll be the first time I'm reading it, so obviously I will go over the, I'll read the book the first time and base my review on this. This will be a review based on the second read-through. I read through this once a couple months ago, and I liked it, but I'm going to read through it again to see if I really want to review it. So, I'm obviously not going to show you me reading it, because that would be boring. So, we're going to skip ahead to the writing process. And we're back. Okay, so I've taken the liberty of just as I read, I write down plot details. I will admit that I do use Wikipedia summaries sometimes when a book has a bit of a confusing plot, so that I could, really nail down what happened. I've hit some books like that. Dirt Gently was one of them. They had very confusing plots to me. I don't know. So, I'm gonna zoom in on that, bring the camera over here so I can show you. So this is what I got. I got, I got this. It's about, I don't know how many pages it is. It's a decent amount of stuff. I already kind of threw in some of my, directions for adding clips and stuff. But basically, what I do now is I sit and I go in here and I add jokes and stuff. I mean, I've already added jokes, but, I go in here for other jokes. So this is just me getting the plot. And I go in and I write. Like, I haven't added the introduction yet, which I'm going to write now. Gotta add the hello and welcome to the Literary Lair. That stuff. There. I add that stuff, and it's obviously kind of boring to watch me do this. So, I'm gonna cut the camera now, and, we'll come back to it when I start, filming. So, see you guys then. Okay, hey guys, now we're at the filming stage, obviously, because I'm dressed up. In order to film, I have my camera, which is, this is actually a new camera that I got for, over the holidays. So, it is a Sony Handycam, hold on, a Handycam HDR CX240, and I used it for the Christmas episode of How to Fix It, but this is the first book review I'm filming with it, so I'm pretty excited to do that. And so I start out, and I don't really do like takes. I do everything in one take because I don't have the head to do it more than once. But you know, and I used to use an external microphone, which is why some old stuff from the past year was slightly out of sync, because I had a microphone that I had to sync up manually. But I don't need that anymore because this camera has a pretty good mic. Okay, so I'm gonna get to filming now. So see you guys in the editing stage, I guess. Oh, when I film, I have I keep my script behind me on my computer, and I keep iced tea. So, you know, for when I get thirsty. Okay, so see you guys in the editing stage. Hey there, and welcome to editing! Okay, so, time to get to the grind of this. This is probably the most intensive part of being a reviewer. So, if you're looking to start out doing this, get ready for editing, because that's the hardest part, really, because it takes a lot of energy to edit. Okay, so, I have this, and I'm starting a new process, actually, where I'm taking just the audio, and I'm exporting it to be a WAV file in order to get rid of a lot of the white noise. So I'm doing this, and I'm popping it in the videos folder, and I'm exporting it, and it can take anywhere from 2 seconds to like 10 minutes, although it looks like it's going to take like 6 seconds. So I'll keep talking while it's happening, and I'll show you exactly what I do. Okay, it completed, so we're good here. And I just, you know, go back and keep the video there. So now is when I'd go to Audacity, as you can see, and I'll move the camera in more so you could get a good look at my editing setup. You don't need to look at my mug except for when it's on the screen. So what I would do is I would go and I'd import it, and I go to videos, and hey, look, it's right there. And I'll do whatever this is, and bring it in. I'm going to zoom in so you can see that there. So as you can see, we have my setup of Audacity, and so now what I have to do is go in here and grab some white noise from some random part. So I gotta zoom in to do that. And I go there.
Hello and welcome to the Literary Lair.
And right here, which is all white noise. Let me see if I can add a bit more. You know, I'm just...
There.
So that's noise, and so I'd go in and get the noise profile, do this, noise, and remove all the noise. And I'll cut back when I'm done removing the noise to show you the next part. And welcome back. I've done all the audio stuff, so now I'm cutting stuff around, cutting the beginning out.
Hello and welcome to the...
You know, here we are.
Literary Lair,
and you'll notice that every couple seconds I pause and Control S, because I use Serif Movie Plus X5, which is a pretty good editing software, and it's relatively cheap, or at least it was. I got it on sale. I save it because when I was using Windows Movie Maker back in my early days, I would lose projects because I'd forget to save for 10 minutes. So I'm very careful about it now. So just if you notice that, you know, that's why. So I'm going to show you what I do is how I edit.
Hello and welcome to the Literary Lair and to the first review of 2015. Last year I opened 2014 up by talking about
and so since I'm talking about a video from last year, as you can tell, I'm going to go import that video, which is the top 10 TNG episodes, and just kind of overlay it on the top as I do with a lot of videos. So I got to bring it out here. Bring it out here, isolate the sound, and chop it, and then pop it up,
Hello, as I have said, that had some questionable stuff by talking about a long, open 2014 up by talking about a long-running franchise.
And then I go transform.
That had some...
Okay, I just gotta move it then over here. It's
some questionable spin-offs. Let's talk about MASH.
So, there we go. Once I say that scene is off, so we're good. And, I just kind of listen to myself talk for a while and, cut it all together. I'll tell you a bit about Movie Plus, actually, since I'm sure some of you are probably wondering. Serif Movie Plus, it does all this. It's got a bunch of effects. It can do chroma key, which is why I got it. And I can keep a library of my most used clips, like here's the theme song, logos, credits, logos, songs I use, stuff like that. So, that's really all it is to my editing process is, I cut it. Actually, I'm going to do something I didn't really do with my old camera that I probably should have. I'm going to mess with the brightness and the contrast. So, I did this with the Christmas episode, I had to fix it. So, I'm going to show you, maybe up the contrast a little bit. Not really darkening it, but, messing with the contrast because it looks a little washed out to me. So, boost it up a bit,
As I have said,
and I think that looks pretty okay, so I think we're pretty good at that. And, actually I will, I'll cut open to when I get to the part.
No stranger to spin-offs or sequels. For the show, we had Aftermath.
And so, normally I edit with headphones on, which I have over here, see? But since I'm doing the video, I'm obviously not using them. I will once I turn the camera off, though, but, So, I have this, and that's pretty much all in my editing process, I can say. I'll turn the camera back on if I feel the need to. So, next I guess you'll be seeing the ending of the process. Before I go into that, I'm going to show you, right here I have the new opening title sequence, which by the time this goes up, the making of, obviously, this will have already premiered. So this won't be a surprise to a lot of you, but I do want to give you a little sneak peek of it anyway, just to show you what the new camera does. So, take a look at that. And like I said, you'll be seeing the rest of it in the video anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So, next I'll go about showing you, what goes into, the uploading, I guess, anything else I might find interesting. But I think that's all for the editing that I can really give you a little insight into. It's pretty basic editing. I get clips, I move them in, it's not like Nostalgia Critic or Atop the Fourth Wall where I have immense cutting to do. Literary Lair is a very you looking at my face format, so this may be the end of the making of, but I don't know yet. I might add a bit onto the end, so I'll see you then.